What is up, YouTube? Let me start off this video by just apologizing for my infrequent sporadic uploads lately. As the weather starts to get a little bit nicer, I'll try to upload more frequently. So I do apologize for that. Today it is unusually warm out for this time of year. It's about 50 degrees in February, which is unheard of. So I decided to take advantage of this opportunity and head over to the river and do a little bit of fishing. I'm walking through a jungle right now trying to get to the first spot. I don't know what to expect. The river's pretty high right now. We had a lot of melted snow and ice runoff, so we'll see if that works in our favor or against us. But yeah, I'm gonna head over to the spot right now, get set up, and see what we can get into today. There we go. I don't know what it is, it feels really small. What is it? Oh, baby carp. Oh man. Little baby. Goodness gracious. All right. Possibly the smallest carp I've ever caught. Just kind of dragged them right up onto the shore. Didn't even need to use the net. Oh well, it's a start, I guess. Let's get them back in and see if we can get into something else. All right. Back into the cold, murky waters for you, bud. All right. There he goes. All right, whatever this is, he's been playing with it for a long time. It's not a carp, it feels different. What is this? Or is it? Oh my gosh, it's an even smaller one. He popped right off. Look at this thing. It's so tiny. Wow. You can put this guy in a fish tank. Crazy. I want to be going in the other direction. I want them to be getting bigger, not smaller. If that's all that's over here, I might have to move and look for another spot. Wrong way, bud. This way. There you go. All right, it is another beautiful day out today. Unfortunately, after I caught that last little carp that you guys saw me had, I really did not get anything else. I moved around for probably a couple of hours with no bites, so I decided to pack it up and head out again another day. I drove over the river earlier today and it was pretty flooded actually, and I didn't do too hot last time, so I think we're gonna do something a little bit different today. I'm gonna actually head over to a small residential lake in my area, and I'm gonna be trying a little bit of float fishing and see what we can get into. So I should be there in about 10 minutes or so, and I'll show you guys my setup when I get there. All right, so the setup I'm gonna be using a slip float here. So I've got a bobber stop and a bead down to a slip float, a split shot, and a little, I think that's an Aberdeen hook. And I'm gonna be fishing using dilly worms as live bait, playing around with the depth, trying to figure out what depth the fish are at. And as you can see, way out here in this little channel, it's frozen still. So just kind of putting things into perspective how cold this water is. I'm guessing the fish are probably going to be holding down pretty close to the bottom right now, so we'll see what we can get into. There you go. Finally got something. I've been out here for a while just looking for a fish. What do we got? All right, it's not a big fish. It's a little bluegill, but given how rough the conditions are, I'm pretty happy. I'm happy just to have caught a fish. It is a brutal day of fishing. All right, let's get back out there and hopefully we can catch something else in this guy. Oh, I got a fish on here. I actually decided to fish with a one rod with a bottom rig on there, just to see if anything would pick up my worm on the bottom, and we got a bluegill. Oh, a little better than the last one. All right, maybe about the same size, I don't know, but hey, I'm not complaining. I'm happy to just be out here on a 50-degree day in February catching fish. Nice. See you later, buddy. There you go. Interesting, they seem to be hitting the bottom now. I had that first fish on a slip float, and then the last one was on the bottom, and then this one was on the bottom now. This feels bigger than a bluegill. What is this? This guy feels like he's got some weight. Let's see. Ah, it's a bass. There you go. Oh yeah, there's a largemouth. All right. Not bad. All right. All right, first largemouth bass of the year on a half a worm on a sliding sinker rig in a half frozen lake. Not bad. All right, let's get this guy back on in. Later, bud. Man, if I knew these fish were feeding on the bottom, I would have been doing that the whole time. I've been so focused on looking at my slip float. I didn't even think to really fish on the bottom. Now all of a sudden, that's how I'm catching them. Really small bluegill. All right, well, the sun is beginning to set, and the temperature is really starting to drop pretty quickly here. I'm getting pretty cold, so I think I'm gonna head on out of here. Overall thoughts, I'm ready for spring. No, I mean, it's nice to be out on these, you know, unusual warm days catching fish, but I'm definitely ready to get some consistent warm weather, get these water temps up, and get into a little bit of faster fishing action. So, but you know what? Again, like I mentioned earlier, it's great to just be out on you know, these unusual warm days that we occasionally get in the winter, and be able to get into a few fish. So overall, I enjoy myself. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Also, I would greatly appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to this channel, and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.